Hello there, welcome to Good Morning India on agtlive24x7 today on 26 October, Sunday 2025.
And the first newspaper with me is The Hindu, and of course it's of 25th October, that is Saturday. And I'll read out the news headlines, starting with the first page, and the first news headline is 19 passengers burned to death as sleeper bus catches fire in Andhra Pradesh. The bus on its way from Hyderabad to Bangalore was carrying 44 passengers when it hit and dragged a motorcycle, generating sparks that ignited the fuel tank, investigators say. DNA fingerprinting test ordered to identify charred bodies. NDA to contest Bihar poll under Nitish's leadership, says Modi. National Conference bags 3 Rajya Sabha seats in Jammu and Kashmir. BJP pulls off surprise win. Maharashtra doctor's death triggers anger over police conduct. PM Shri signing a tactical decision, Kerala minister. Let's read the news in brief. Filing of FIRs, High Court leaves protection to Shubhendu Adhikari. Zubin death, SIT means Special Investigation Team to get key evidence from Singapore. Centre floated High Court to fire to bring back 6 migrants, Trinamool Congress. Some more state news. SIR of electoral rolls in Tamil Nadu to begin in a week. Election Commission tells Madras High Court. High Court leaves protection to leader of opposition on registration of FIRs against him. Lone abstains from voting. Calls Rajya Sabha election in Jammu and Kashmir a fixed match between National Conference BJP. SP to counter BJP's macro-nationalism narrative with region-specific manifestos. Court seeks ATR on deaths during Vaishno Devi Yatra. TMC accuses Centre of floating High Court order to bring back 6 migrant workers. BJP charges West Bengal government with creating fake citizens in district bordering Bangladesh. Drivers did not alert us about fire, the survivors said. We broke the emergency window and jumped out. Minister warns bus owners of stringent action for lapses. Some more state news. Congress BJP spar over OBC politics in poll-bound Bihar. Supreme Court to hear contempt plea over lawyer's attack on CJI bench. Prime Minister will lead parade on 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Assam to table report on 1983 massacre in Assembly. Dalit man assaulted in Maharashtra, 3 held. Victims and perpetrators of terrorism cannot be equated, said Jaishankar. Major blast averted, 2 youth arrested for possible IS links. News on Bihar Assembly election. It was a mistake to join hands with RJD, Nitish. Kishore backs rebel candidate in Gopalganj. CPIML to hold Sankalp Yatra in Bhojpur area. Shahadat standoff, India prepares to regain lost ground in former bastion. Bihar's youngest candidate focuses on joblessness, girls' education. Will make Bihar #1 state despite high rate of poverty unemployment. Manifesto of Grand Alliance to prioritize law and order situation, curbing migration. Gyan Bharat mission to ink pact with 20 institutes. Rajnath meets army commanders, reviews security situation. Assam SIT hopeful of Singapore's help in Zubin's death case. Manipur Nagas declare restrictions ahead of Muiva's visit to Senapati. Some business news. RBI may limit banks' market exposure. Advertising veteran Piyush Pandey passes away at 70. X Group announces rupees 500 crore photonics investment in India. GST stuff must rely on tech, not burden taxpayers, says Finance Minister. Taking stock of Euro's curbs on Russian oil, refined products, RIL. Some world news. Japan's new Prime Minister commits to higher defense spend, ties with India. What? Trump excess trade talks with Canada over fake ad claim. More countries ready to normalize ties with Israel, Rubio says. 4 dead after blast at train station in Ukraine. And now from sports section, Kritika proves critics wrong with gritty tone. Another rainy day, another no result. Australia and South Africa to battle it out for the top spot. Pakistan pulls out of Junior Hockey World Cup to be held in India. Kohli under scanner as Team India looks to avoid a rare whitewash. Meteors blast past Guardians, enter final. Bengal will aim to keep momentum going against a strong Gujarat side. Healthy competition among spinners for spot in India team, says Ravi Vishnoi. Sarfaraz doesn't need India a game to return to Test cricket, says Mumbai skipper Shardul. Can the Super Cup revive flagging Indian football? Lakshya, Diksha and Shaina in quarterfinals. PKL plays-off set to begin from today. India, our men's team remains unbeaten. Okay, the next newspaper with me is the Telegraph. On Bihar campaign trail, Prime Minister reinforces a murmur. Modi's and Nitish no NDA. Omar Khan take all in rupees, cries betrayal. Bike hits, sparks fire, door jammed. Asleep, 20 die in bus inferno. BJP MP founds a sweeping stigma. Chemical bomb tag on carbide gun. Supreme Court on Muslim widows' inheritance 1/8 to 1/4. Some foreign news. Russia rediscovers its taste for tea. Trump cites Ontario-sponsored video featuring Reagan criticizing tariffs in 1987 radio address. Add anger mixes Canada talks. US wary Carney to boost ties with Asia. Europe's persistence in supporting Kyiv is bearing fruit. Rubio proud of Gaza ceasefire. Labour Party loses in former stronghold. East Wing turns to ruble after 123 years. National news. Rift in Kerala left over PM Shri. Top court urges discretion on orders for investigation. CBI probe is the last resort, Supreme Court. Suicide note on Dr. Pump cries cop rape. Rupees 43 crore pension scam in name of dead stuff. Trader anger over BJP assault fell scope. China, long-term ties with India. Some national news. Mobility program targets countries with labor shortages like Japan and Germany, India's most valuable export workers. Backlog piling, NGO prod on info vacancies. Prime Minister reinforces a murmur on Bihar campaign trail. Piyush Pandey made ads speak the common person's language. News from East. Tripura Chief Minister blames supporters of ally Tripura Motha for attack, 12 injured in Bandh violence. Odisha IIT and ISRO to study shoreline change. Singapore cops pledge help in Zubin case. Tejaswi targets hijacked Nitish. Workshop on complex hand repairs. Tribal factor dominates Odisha Bipole campaign. Organic touch to Puri temple bhog. And now some more business news. Blackstone to invest in Federal. India may turn to old oil suppliers. Goel talks tough. Government holds out US deal hope. Leather exports set to fall 7 to 8%. Stocks halt 6-day rally. Flash PMI falls in October. Plotting a haste. Boca offers a lift. ITC hotels net up 74%. On to Metro News. Deadline to center to repartite Sunai. Repeat. Deadline to center to repartite Sonali ends. Rumble in hills over interlocutor. Interim orders cannot prevail for years. High Court leaves immunity of opposition leader. Finger at delayed birth proofs. Lack of feeding ground can cause animal-human conflict. Jaldapada grasslands marred by floodslate. Bahrain laurels for race walker Malda boy. Proud to hold online classes in Puja break. Cyclone Montha may be brewing in the bay. Teacher attacked over cracker protest. The man threatened me with rape. IIT to drop action against office bearer. Gharial picture wins global award. 7 protesters get bail in SP assault case. Agency tip to heal NH10. PNB cash handlers held for swindling rupees 64 lakh. 2 die, 1 hurt in bike mishap in Banshihari. 50-year-old dies in jumbo attack in Jalpaiguri village. Now some sports news. Changes in team likely as visitors aim to avoid hat-trick of losers. Whitewash threat keep India alert. Vishnoi doesn't mind hurdles on return road. Maxwell in for last 3 T20Is. Bengal A game to tame Gujarat. India openers thrive on calculate and complement mantra. United chase 3rd victory on the trot. Holland reveals life at home. Winning debut for Ditch at Forest. East Bengal and Bagan begin campaign today. Siege for future. Pak pull out of hockey meet in India. Max at full gear inside car for the best result. Hamilton eyes a win. Cloud on Haley fitness.